Alright, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be back on the original PVZ. I was about to say the original Garden Warfare, that one would have really been right. Got a comment. Wait for that obnoxiously loud laugh. The zombies just keep on coming. Alright, so he chose 3 plants for me. So yeah, basically, I got a comment. Someone wanted to see me use all of these upgrade plants in the first world. Now, obviously, that does not include cattail. So, we're not gonna use cattail. I don't know what there really is to say about that. We're just not gonna use cattail. So yeah. Very, very exciting. So yeah, as always, if you guys want to see a specific video, just leave a comment of what you want to see. If I'm able to do it and it doesn't make, and I don't go clinically insane for having to, you know, get the stuff to do it, I am willing to do it. I am always willing to do it. So yeah, this video I'm just going to show you guys a few cool setups to do with these upgrade plants, excluding cattail. And, I mean, I'm not going to exclude gold magnet, but I mean, what's the coolest setup you can do with gold magnet, you know? So yeah, let's see, this first one here is the Gatling P. Not P Gatling. That is a completely different thing. That is exclusive to Garden Warfare. And that is also not the Mega Gatling P. That is exclusive to PVZ 2. Something funny is that if you read his almanac entry, the Mega Gatling P in PVZ 2, he actually, he knows that he's in a game, and he says, I'm no longer an upgrade, I'm like my own plant with discoveries, and, or no, hopes, wishes, goals, and dreams, and gym club memberships, something funny like that. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I think this is a pretty cool strategy. Definitely not, like a late game strategy, because if you're doing this in Survival Endless, for one, you can't, because it's a pool level, and Gargantuars and Zambonis are just gonna roll up in and just destroy everything. Plant number 2 is gonna be the Twin Sunflower, just to kill 2 birds in 1 stone, because, I mean, how do I really showcase this? You know, I mean, it's just a sun, I mean, not saying that sun producers aren't important, but it's just a sun producer. How am I supposed to show a cool setup with this? So, I'm gonna, try to get, there's an achievement in this game called Sunny Days. It's of getting 8,000 sun. I guess just to show off this plant, it's kind of fitting if we just do that, I guess. There it is. Yeah, I am tired. I know I said I was gonna get up to the max, but no, that took long enough. That took way longer than I thought it would, to be honest. That was, geez, that was like a 10-minute level. But yeah, that, I mean, I know I didn't show much of the, whatever it's called, like, mind-numbing. Oh, look at that, we're out of spaces, alright. But there you go, that's the, whatever it's called, Twin Sunflower. Another example of, I mean, not really example, I don't think that's not the right word, but another achievement is Good Morning. I mean, it's basically, if you don't know what the achievement is, let me summarize it for you. Okay, so basically, you're only allowed to use mushrooms during a daytime level. It's quite easy, to be honest, as long as you know what you're doing. Because we're doing the Gloom-shroom this level, might as well, because I think it's pretty fitting if we do, that achievement. So, let's do it, because I don't know why not. Come on, please, middle row, middle row, middle row, middle row, middle, ooh. Ooh, that was... Alright then. Playing the risky game here. I never used Gloom-shroom to get this achievement. But I have to in this situation. And if I have to, then... oh well. I mean, there's no arguing. If I have to do it, then... what am I gonna do? Cry about it? No. So yeah. Gloom-shroom here. Pretty powerful, actually very powerful plant. It does a lot of damage. But in the I mean, it's a powerful plant. It's good. In the right situation, it'll definitely get its job done. However, the real question is, what is its job? In most setups, actually not in most setups, in all setups, it's going to be very useful for like late game. If you're on mobile, last stand endless, this thing is, you're going to want this. Survival endless, you're going to want this. Pretty much anything else though, you're not really going to want this. There is one money-making method that I know of that is this is very good. It is the key to victory. So yeah. But in most situations, it's not actually practical. But basically, for the most part, there's gonna be three things for this. Three main uses for this. Like, I've seen 3 main uses for this. These are the 3 main ones. You have digger zombies. They're very good. If you place them in a second column, it'll get any digger zombies. Might not be the best way to take care of digger zombies, but they're pretty good. And you're also gonna have, you need this just so it looks... There we go, that's a completed setup. And we got the achievement. So yeah, digger zombies, if you place it in column 2, it's gonna get the digger zombies and the imps. Always very helpful. Oh, look at that, good morning, and also, the pool lanes, it's gonna do a lot of damage into the outer ones. So the next one is cattail, where you're not going to be doing that. The next one is winter melon. I mean, yeah, I guess. So yes, we have the winter melon here. It's very powerful. The good things about the winter melon, it does more damage than the regular melon pole. Not enough for it to be very noticeable, but if you read the I'm not even sure how true that is, but if you read the almanac description of the winter melon and the melon pole, it does I mean, melon pole does heavy damage, winter melon does very heavy damage. But winter melon fires at half the speed, supposedly. I'm not noticing either of those, personally. That might be true, I'm not entirely... I don't know. So, its damage to me is a mystery. But it does slow zombies down, it does do splash damage, it does do very heavy, quotes around that, damage. I'm not sure... I'm not sure how true any of that is. The only real practical uses for it, though, are in very, like, longer mini-games and survival. And if you're on mobile, last stands. But really, there's not a whole lot of practical uses for it, because it is 500 for each one. It recharges very slowly and blah blah blah. I am not going to show this level, because I can't... What is there to do? Oh, look at that, it gave us the marigold. That's quite fitting, because we're playing with the golden magnet. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Because, to be honest, neither of these are interesting plants to have a full setup around. So I'm going to use the golden magnet and the spike rock. See how this goes. Very, very well, I'm sure. So yeah, I decided to do both of these. I just realized this is probably like a big jump cut. Like, what the heck is this? I always kind of wanted to see this strategy, just to see if it would work. Maybe not exactly with the golden magnet thrown in, but, I mean, dang it. Like the first guy that's gotten by. As soon as you guys are actually there to witness it, that's whenever the plan screws up. So yeah, this is the strategy that I went with. The gold, again, neither of these plants are that interesting whenever you base entire setups around them, which is why I'm doing both of them in this one level. And if I were to not, then I would be missing a level, unless we're just not going to do Imitator, which I will not legislate for. So yeah, basically, gold magnet, it collects coins, it's good for AFK money-making strategies, the only one that I know, actually. I mean, I use it in that, so... but other than that, you're pretty much never, ever gonna use the golden magnet. Fun fact about it is that it takes up... You need the magnet shroom. If it's during the daytime, you don't need to wake up the magnet shroom. You can just place it right on top of it, and it'll be alive and awake and actually doing its job. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Neat little fact. And then the spike rock. Again, unless if you just have empty space on your field in like survival mode, you're not going to use it. I have seen a survival endless mode strategy use the spike rocks to take care of digger zombies, which is, I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. And I also have, now that I think about it, I have seen one survival endless strategy that uses the golden magnet, but that just makes it so that you don't have to pick up the money yourself, which, to be honest, that's just kind of lazy. Me, personally, I would replace those with, like, winter melons or something like that. So yeah, I mean, in their own way, I guess these plants are kind of cool, but really, you're not going to be using, I mean, it pains me to say this, but there's not going to be a whole lot of strategies that revolve around spike rock or gold magnet. I mean, I love the spike rock. Gold magnet, I'm not going to lie, I don't really care too much about. But it pains me to say it with spike rock, there's just not going to be too many strategies where you actually need it. Because in most survival endless strategies, that whenever I see it being used, it's mostly just to stop gargantuars, which can be easily done with, like, imitating a puff shroom or something like that. So yeah, neither of these plants are going to be the most useful for you, but they are cool. But, I mean, thumbs up for this strategy. I like the strat. I think it'd be funnier if there was a chomper at the end of the spike road. Are you seriously gonna... Dude. All that time. Look at that. That is a full board. I wasted no space. Alright, so here we are. The Cob Cannon. Now, if you've never seen this thing before, then you're like, oh my god, that thing's huge. Yeah, you're very observant. And if you have seen the price tag on this thing, you're like, oh my god, you have 7 of those now, actually. Yeah, they are very expensive. They're the only plant in the game that takes up 2 spaces. So yeah, very interesting. So basically, the gist of the Cob Cannon is that you put 2 kernel bolts together, one like that, and then one in front of it, and then you're able to, actually use them. And then you're able to actually plant a Cob Cannon on it. The only plant in the game that does that. Very interesting. It's basically a reusable cherry bomb. I don't think it does as much damage as a cherry bomb. I know it does enough to get to one-shot almost anything, except for obviously gargantuars and giga gargantuars and blah 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 blah. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. It's actually... It's pretty much only used in survival and last stand strategies. Very high maintenance plants. It takes a lot to get it. I personally am not the biggest fan of these kinds of setups because I need to sit here and actively pay attention. If I were to like do something with like the winter melon strategy, for example, I could just walk away from the computer, because on that level in particular, ain't nothing getting past, but I need to actively sit here, which I don't really like. But yeah, Cob Cannon, very unique. Definitely not as unique as the Imitator. You'll see what I mean by that in a second. Okay, so basically, the Imitator. Let's go over the gist of it. You can basically clone any plant. Very cool. Yeah. What else? I guess I'll just go for this. Very basic. Actually, let's get rid of. Can't get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. So yeah, you might be like, well, what's the point of that? That's kind of stupid. Especially because this is the most expensive plant or upgrade in the game. It's cost $30,000. You'll see why. So if you have something that recharges really slow, you can basically just get 2 of them, and then you know, you don't have to and then you have 2 of them to use, so you don't need to worry about recharging as much. So basically, I want to place one there, and I'm going to place one there. That's the Imitator himself. And boom, now I have, it's literally just a potato mine. There are no drawbacks to it other than that little animation, which, trust me, believe it or not, that actually might screw you up in like a crazy survival endless strategy or something like that. But yeah, for the most part, it's a very, very unique plant. I mean, it's very unique in, like, it's very unique in its own way, and it's also very simple in its own way. That's basically the gist of the Imitator. That's all of them, other than the cattail, and it's a very simple plant, so I'm not going to go over the entirety of the Imitator, and I really need to take a shower and go to bed. So, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, where we're going to be on Garden Warfare 2, probably, playing Cob Cannon. New mini-series coming up, you guys might like. Actually, we're probably going to be on the first Garden Warfare, now that I think about it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.